wanna kick it with them big dogs? Or get slaughtered on sight with the sick hogs? Stay sharp, stay slick, and shoot quick. Adapt as a blacksmith, the shoe fits. Music moves from your heart, it's the notes off the chart, it's the flow from your start, it's the lift in your arc when the clock winds down, and the feeling that you found, that you're sick of being down, that you just wanna win, so you reach well within, and you grab it by the neck. I ain't losing no more, I was born to win. I ain't losing no more, homie, I was born to win. Yeah. I'm on the edge of a sense, I just wanna win. Got a monster within, and it's swimming through my skin. I be splitting at the shins, can't feel the pain. They call me sick, they can't heal the same. Frail form, we ain't feel the same. I'm gone like LeBron or a runaway train. Yeah, pee on my brain and find what's under. My snaps is cracking off just like thunder. We ain't play the same game, ain't run the same lanes, ain't run the same games, ain't run the same chains. If I ever get heated, I'ma deal the flame. I run this bitch, go ahead, steal the reins. You gotta get through me, better off running at a wall, homie, that's a tall order. About 4 quarters, many dollars down from even being zero. You looking at the hero, ain't no thug, you looking like De Niro. Talking to the people, yeah, we know no more.
Make sure y'all tag some underground artists, let them know. The Minx Show Podcast, Friday night. Let's go.
No pain violent, flying through these lines like a cocaine pilot. Dog off the leash, set the choke chain flying. Bark at the sheep and make the whole place quiet. So go ahead, try it. I've been in it for a minute and anybody can get it. So throw it and I'ma hit it. If you show it, I'ma get it. Started it, I'ma finish it. I bring it like a syndicate with each and every ligament. I murder it like a militant. Occurrence is intelligent. That should be an indicator that I ain't even innocent. No, I got him saying, oh Lord, no. Always riding solo, oh no. I've been going at it like an addict, never static, never panic. Titanic with this pen to pen, always frantic when they panicking like no. I got them saying, oh Lord, no. Always riding solo, oh no. Here he goes, I got him saying, oh no. Here he comes, yeah, it's me, show his teeth. I'm a shark in the water, waging war, cause I'm on a border going postal. I'm vocal, I'm stamping who's the go-to. Far and few, they old news. Fogging up the rear view, the fake is in the focal. So I focus on my vocals, never follow, hit the throttle. She pop it like I popped a bottle, looking like a model. Man, I must've hit the lotto. Mar-a-Lago with Moscato, fuck if I know if I got to go. Changing up some flows, like I'm changing up some clothes. I suppose I couldn't indulge every time I gotta go. Yeah, ready for the battle, cause Coletti heard the rattle of the snakes. I'm a base on them when I cop the whole plate. Famished, I'm hungry, hammock, goddamn it, need the bread like a sandwich. Temporary bandages, the money, I'm a bandit or bandito. Got my stripes, I'm a Cheeto with no Cheetos. Bag it up, Doritos, Pacino with a touch of Eddie Lino. My adrenal got me feeling like a Gambino on my Cuzzy Lilo. Soprano rhyming to pianos, here's the antidote. You gon' need a PPO, cause my POV's a DOA. I never leave away for you rappers to escape, cause each and every day I never sleep. I only break like no. I got him saying, oh Lord, no. Always riding solo, oh no.
Shout out to Miko Coletti.
Addict, never static, never panic. Titanic with this pen to pen, away this panoramic. Frantic when they panicking like no. I got them saying, oh Lord, no.
That's power.
Always riding solo.
When you know your tears is camouflage in the shower, that's power. Pushing me away so I knock into other people, that ain't power.
Shout out to my Patreon members.
Of course, nigga, that's power. When you spin them in circles to try to avert their final hour, that's power. When your chances is a chance to change, nigga, that's power. Couple of couples, couple of hoes, niggas is just wowzers, so still, that's power. And niggas is still acting childish, but that's power. Knowing that truth is always gonna be much louder, that's power. Cushions in the dark on rush for plush cowards, still, that's power. Pushing till I'm God or I blessed and crushed powder, that's powder. No, that's power.
Yeah. Let this artist know in the comments if you're feeling this record.
Kings learn, kings fall. To be the king of kings is to be the king of nothing at all. You could be you, shit. You could be you whatever you want. But to be a king is to be a king yourself. Now that's power.
Yes. What's up, y'all? This is everyone's favorite Minx. This is everyone's favorite Minx Couture. We're going to get the show started. We have a dope episode for y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share this live. Let everybody know we are lit on a Friday night Minx Show Podcast. All right. Got a dope guest for y'all, but first, we're going to get into his video. All right, so my guest, his name is Vrn, and we're going to get into this video. Make sure y'all like, share, support, and we're going to be right on back.
I'm not lucky, I'm blessed, I never did time. I'm not lucky, I'm blessed, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed, I never did time. R.I.P. to Andre, heard he caught it on the main line. Heard he had a little debt, I heard it through the grapevine. And he said he wasn't paying, they heard it at the same time. No surprise, I was somewhere getting high. While these strippers doing lines, ain't no life behind their eyes. I ain't even about to lie, I was probably getting head in this motherfucker slipping with the pistol in the ride. Come on, that's how they found Monte back in the day. Pockets empty, left his body in the dumpster. These ain't people, these are monsters, and they walk amongst us. I'm surprised I made it to adulthood from a youngster. My life's a Donald Goldman novel, I'm just trying to turn the page. I'm just trying to burn some sage, never ever act my age. I was where the crack was made, they falling over eyes of glaze. I was in the window, post a whistle, warn them about the raid. I just live my life till this pen die up on the page. Then I'm born again through my verse, so I'm not afraid. Look at God, brought up by them griots on the boulevard. Pointed at my skin, ain't no love for the sting of ours. I'm a king, not a rumble with the underlings. Chicken with the rice to beans, eating what's in front of me. Apex, move at speed, that's breakneck. Girl, they got no safety, only safety be that safe sex. Go ahead and place bets, game is Russian roulette. One turn, Serene on the way, project confirmed from Vrn. Serene on the way, project confirmed from Vrn.
Yes, that was Vrn. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and sharing this live, sharing this broadcast. And you guys know, as always, please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Shout out to Miko Coletti. Shout out to him. Thank you. Awesome. All right, y'all. So welcome to the Minx Show Podcast. We are back. It's Friday night. We're excited. We hyped. I'm just been planning this for so long. I've been like, I've been telling a lot of people that I've been wanting to talk to them for a minute. And I just had to change my audio real quick. I've been telling a lot of people that I admire and I respect, that I wanted to sit down with them, talk to them, get an idea about who they are, where their craft comes from, where their ideas come from. And I think the first time I actually came across this particular artist, Vrn, first of all, I was blown away. I liked his energy. I liked his tweets. You know, I just adore any artist that is really passionate about their projects and just passionate about everything. Yeah, I don't know. And then Prince, I don't know what happened, but let me know. I see everything is fine on my end. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring in Vrn from the pit. Let me get him up here. What up?
What up,
Vrn?
What up?
How are you?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too.
Yes. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the nod, definitely.
Absolutely. I see you got the Serene merch on. I didn't even wear my shirt today. I feel like shit right now.
It's go time. We like 3 days out, 4 days out. It's time to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple of selfies for the next couple of days because I am 100% supportive of this project. I was actually honored that you allowed me to hear it before social media did.
Yeah. You always gotta, give it to the tastemakers and people like you that's out here really fighting for the indie artists and really, go through it day in and day out with the skeptics or whatever you deal with. So, I want your honest opinion. I sent it to a few people that I knew would give it to me the way they really felt. They wouldn't just sugarcoat it and not like that. So, shout out to you.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I know you kept asking me. You were like, "What'd you think about it?" I said, "Look, I'm reserving my comments until we get onto the platform to talk about it."
You did. You tweeted me. I mean, you texted me what you texted me, and then you just left me alone for days. And I'm like, oh man, you driving me crazy with this shit. I couldn't wait.
Yes, guys, I actually did not tell Vrn. I was like, look, I am literally like, I don't know. I felt like, I wanted to do justice with this particular review because I know the first time that we actually met, I wanted to talk to you, actually, I wanted to show everybody better than I could tell them because we all know these blogs and stuff like that. They just take your link, they throw it up, they tell you to hit play, they say, play it, and that's it. There's no real thorough, synopsises anymore. And I felt like you were like the perfect person because you actually have a large catalog and it's not even anything that you're like, damn, another one. Like I literally just sat back, chilled, and just listened to your entire projects at the time. I think I have reviewed 2 of your EPs.
Right.
It did not feel like it. By the time I was done, I said, that's it.
Right.
But first, let's talk a little bit about you before we get into your projects. Tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you're from and where you got your start in this business.
Well, I'm Vrn Hayes. That's my government, and I'm from South Central Los Angeles. I've been doing this longer than most of the people we deal with online probably been living, to be completely honest with you. And I got my start just like most kids back in my era. You heard something or you saw a particular movie and you felt like you could do it. And for me, I don't know, it was just something that when I tried it, I was kind of good at it at the first bat, and that wasn't really something that happened with me often. Like sports, it took work, and just everything else took a lot more work than the music. So I just took to it because it was, to be honest, at that time it was just a fast line of popularity. Because back in those days, everybody wasn't rapping in the schoolyards or they didn't have nothing, all that going on like they do now. So it was sort of like a cheat sheet. It was just, I was trying to be popular, but as time went on, I started taking it real serious because people always said they enjoyed what I did. So I pushed. I was part of a group that put out an album in the late '90s, early '90s, and then after that, it was just the rap race, like living life and doing it when I could, but not really focused on it. Then I had a kid. I took like a 6-7 year hiatus. Like I didn't listen to no hip hop. I didn't write. I didn't do nothing. And after 7 years, I came back to it, and it was just stumbling blocks because when I came back, it was a new world. Like everything had changed. Things aren't like they used to be. When I left it, it was totally different than it is now. So it took a while to, gain some momentum and get my weight up or whatever and get in a place where I feel like my music was being respected. And that's just what I did.
So what would you say? Well, we both know, again, I'm 34 years old and I've been in the game since I was about 16. What would you say is like the transitional difference from how it was promoting back then than it is now?
Well, the internet flattened the playing field. It made, I feel like people don't even understand how much power they have, but it just really cut out a lot of stuff that you have to go through that you don't have to go through now. I mean, if you're popular, you can carve out a lane for yourself and actually make money doing it. And I think that's the single biggest difference, that the record companies don't really hold the power no more.
I totally agree because, I think back, like I always say to people back in the day, we needed labels in order to push put our stuff in the stores. And
Right.
now we're in an era where it's a DIY type of situation for any particular artist.
That's it. And it's a lot of power in that. And I don't even know why they do it. You see artists, they gain this leverage on their own, and then they go sign. Like, why would you do that? Like, you can make more money, just keep pushing the way you pushing. I mean, it's a faster track, but they're gonna advance you something, but it's a loan. It's really a bad loan. It's like a payday loan. It's terrible. You know what I mean?
With a very, very high interest rate, which includes maybe your loved ones and all that other conscious stuff.
Yeah, it's just terrible. You see these celebrities, billionaires, complaining about it. And the timing couldn't be better for me because I see it for what it is. I mean, I respect where they're coming from, being in their position. But, once this shit popped off in the world and they couldn't move around and tour, a lot of that money is slowed up. Like, these dudes ain't rich like you think they are on TV. This shit is rented. It's an image. They're selling you something, a lifestyle. But and when they can't tour and really get the money that goes to their pocket first, shit different. You got cats out here with names, scamming cats on getting them on mixtapes and playlists because they hurting. They got to pay rent too. So with the way things are, if you can gain enough steam, have a realistic goal for what you're doing, you can literally eat, and you can eat good. And that's my goal. Outside of music, I got a dope career, so I don't really. It's not like nothing I'm stressed over. It's dope doing it without that lust for it, like when you were younger and you was chasing it damn near blindly. Now you just do it and you live with the results. I mean, that's how I move.
Exactly. Especially, with the quarantine and everything like that, we all know that, there's been a lot of businesses that, small businesses that have flourished, which I'm excited about because this was a time for a lot of us to really tap into, our elements of what we really wanted to do. And so many artists that I've seen, like I've seen people like they started their merch shops. They started their branding for themselves. They took whatever finances that the government gave them and was able to build. Like, how did this quarantine, this whole, I hate to call it quarantine, but how did this whole pandemic help you? And of course, during this time, you've actually put together Serene. How did that kind of influence this project?
Well, it's weird. It's gonna sound cliche as fuck, but it's the God honest truth. You remember earlier in the year, I think late 2019, we was talking, and I was working on a completely different project, whole different energy, with something different. I think I shared with you. And once all this stuff hit, I was literally out walking my dog, and I live by this waterfront, I guess you could call this, like little canals or whatever. And it was weird seeing that this place is usually populated, which is quite serene. It was just the lights hitting off the water, and it was just dead out. And that's when this shit sparked. But the reality of it is there's nothing serene. Shit is pretty fucking out of control. Right, so I chose to try to play with the dualities of it, and during it, like once the people hear it, they'll see like the beatscape, like it's a vibe, but the words and the wording and the lyrics, every shit is kind of heavy. It's a dope. I feel like it was a dope blend, and it's a good play on the dualities. But during the quarantine, I just feel like things slowed down, and with it being like people being in home, that the people that wasn't deemed essential being at home, you had a chance to really connect with them more. Like, you had a better chance of them really sitting with your work and listening to it, and getting to know you. I've seen relationships online grow because people are sharing stories of what they're going through at this time. So it was really a time, I feel like, to connect as people, and that's also what I wanted to try to do with this project. It's like, present a feeling that I know other people are feeling right now, So, I mean, it kind of helped. It shaped it. It really did. The situation at hand kind of really put me in another direction.
Right. And you know what? That was very, like, in my opinion, because I'm about to give you my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I will definitely say, when I texted you and I said that I thought that this EP was a classic, I'm a break it down. First of all, the production itself, I was blown away. Okay. It kind of took me, it's almost like it took me back to a time that never existed.
Right.
So like the new existence was in this EP, and with each song, because I like to spend time with songs when I'm listening to them to see how I actually connect with it. And I was like, a part of me maybe made me want to cry a little bit, because I was like, yo, I hear thousands and thousands and thousands of songs per month. I'm not going to say per day, because I ain't
Right.
getting submissions like that. But when I was going through it, it was almost like I knew why you selected certain songs to come the way that it did. That's the first thing I noticed, because it was almost like, it was almost like very serene, like how it just went like on to the next one. The beats were dope. The production was absolutely immaculate. I really felt like I was listening to something that somebody really took their time to put together, that it wasn't just thrown together on some, okay, y'all digest that.
Right.
I see the transition from the first EP that I heard to the second one, and it's almost like, it's like you knew exactly how you wanted your fans to receive the project, and you did it so perfectly, but it was packaged differently.
Well, I did. You know, when I really locked in, I went into it with this in mind, and I say it with all the respect, because I love the support. I really love the people that back me and fuck with my work. But when I went into it, I'm like, listen, you know, there's tears, right? There's tears, and I'm like, I need this to elevate me to the next tier. So I'm gonna put the work in, and hopefully they'll put the people put you where you're gonna be. It's not you. You could be the fucking dopest motherfucker on earth, but if the people don't put you where they want you to be, you're gonna be where you are, and that's just it. So I went in with the mindset, I'm gonna try to give them something that they can really lock in on, and I don't want them to, you know. And this is not to disparage my brothers and my sisters that's out here doing this, but I don't want this project to be looked at like, oh, that's the homie on Twitter, the internet rapper type situation. You understand? That's not what I want from it. I want you to really sit down and talk about it, listen to it like you listen to everybody else. Critique it like you critique everybody else. You love it, talk about it. You don't talk about it. That's what we do. We give it to the world. We can't control what they do with it. But that was the mindset. So, it was it took a while to find the blend of these tracks that would, you know, kind of play off each other. And, it took living life, because, it was recorded over a year, and from when it started to where we ended, so much took place. So it was happening in real time as well. So, it is what it is. I think I love it. You know, I've been trying not to listen to it for the last week, because I'm trying to listen to it with everybody on Tuesday or Monday night, whatever happens, you know, but I love it. I'm proud of it. I'll stand on it.
I definitely, take my hat off to you, because again, I will definitely say, even from my own prospect, I don't ever start anything that I finish. So how dedicated were you to actually finishing this project on time, and was the date of the release significant to you?
Well, I've dropped projects on my birthday a couple of times, and when I start out and I figure out, okay, this is leading into a project, I always set me a date, because I need an outcome. I don't want to, sit around and play around. I want to have an end game before I can get it done. As far as the dedication, I'm in a peculiar situation. I'm from Los Angeles, but I live about 2 hours out in Central California. And shout out to my folks out here in Bakersfield, but I don't move around much out here. You know what I mean? The situation is I'm here with no family and no real connection, so it's just better for me to kind of lock in and stay in place and do what I'm doing. Plus the quarantine. So it wasn't hard, because it's I'm very self-contained. Shout out to my engineer, my friend, Big Ray. I get up, brush my teeth, fix breakfast, walk the dog, and come knock out something, send it to him. And it's just it's real easy, because I don't really do too much else, right? And like I said, living in real time, the content was presenting itself. It was pretty much writing itself, because shit keep happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was harder to finish because shit keep happening. It's almost like, you know, certain things I speak on, I don't want to leave nobody out, unfortunately, but they're gonna make sure they keep the numbers up, it seems. So, you know, it was I had to, you know, cut it off when I cut it off. But being an older artist and going for what I'm trying to go for, and, you know, I mean, getting the respect from the younger crowds, but also showing my peers that you don't have to stop, you know, because you older. Like, you know, that's some ugliness in rap that don't happen nowhere else in music.
Exactly.
It was also that drove me how it did to, you know, really put my foot into this shit, because it's not sports. This is your mind. Your mind will decline eventually, but right now you still sharp, or even sharper, because you've lived longer and you've experienced more. So, you know, you have a different content, and a lot of people of our age or close to our demographic, they gave up on it. They felt like they couldn't even listen to it. They started listening to R&B and other shit because they didn't feel like it was nothing for them. So it's like, I want them to know there's a lot of shit out here for you. I mean, the 444 joint, the Snoop Dogg shit, you know, there's still people moving around, but there's also others like me that's still moving around too. All you got to do is embrace the shit. If you fuck with it. If you don't, then you don't. There's nothing you can do about that, you know?
Well, why do you think that is? Like, as far as, you know, why is it only in hip hop that there's like some sort of age limit? You know, like, why do you think that is?
Because hip hop came in, like, there was a lot of genres I feel came in like bastards of the whole culture of music. But like hip hop was more or less like the nigga of it all.
Right.
Everything else kind of progressed, but there is still to this day, even though it's everywhere and it's global, the biggest fucking selling shit, there's still a stigma on it, right? So with that, you know, they put it in a box and they made it like almost exclusively a youth movement, right? And then we bought into it. You know, some of our favorites, like, you know, you still rapping and you 40. You know, we bought into it like we do a lot of self-hate shit. It just kind of seeps in certain individuals. And it became a thing. But what happened, or what's happening is you starting to see some of the heavyweights that were heavyweights in their heyday still being heavyweight, and you can't deny it. And you know how long they've been doing it, so you have to accept it, right? And it breaks down the barrier that shouldn't been there in the first place. It's music, right? And with music, either it's for you or it's not, but you can't just not fuck with it, because just like older people discredit the youth, they all hip hop is different. We're changing it. It's auto-tune this out. But like, bro, if you really sit down and listen to these kids and what they're doing, it's a whole different thing they're doing. And it's not an evolution. It's like, and you got, like, you look at it like it's gimmicky or whatever, but if you know, if you really been doing this, you know how much work it is to get anywhere. So for them to even get in the position they're in, it took a certain amount of work, right? So you just can't disparage it because it's not for you. If you don't understand it or it's not to your liking, that's one thing. But you can't say it's ruining shit because you sound like the people that were sitting there when we was coming up.
Right.
You know, it's like people got to really kind of step back and don't commit the sins of the father, I would say. Like, don't do the shit that was done to you. It's really that simple. Give shit a chance. And
that does make sense, though. That really does make sense, because, you know, there's a lot of people that feel discouraged. You know, they're like, you know, once I turn 30, that's it. That, you know, I'm not doing this no more. Or you have a lot of, you know, which I've noticed, a lot of producers who were artists at one point. They felt like, you know, I could still be down, but I'm going to be down in another way. I'm going to find a different window to get into the business, which is to make beats. And their passion is not in making beats. Their passion was in making songs.
That shit only was true when the industry was the industry and this internet didn't exist. That's the only time, because they had a cutoff. They held the keys. There wasn't no way to get in if they weren't going to let you in. When the world opened up and you can literally do this shit, like everybody from your favorites to people like me doing it from their homes and creating a system and a business and a brand and really pushing it, that's a lot that's no longer there. So you shouldn't even think like it. Okay, if he was going there from the industry point of view, okay, boom, Now, okay, what's your argument now? And that should be for everybody. There's no argument. Plus, it gives people like us to find shit that's really talking to us. We still need this shit. If they got to break shit down to contemporary categories or whatever to appease them, whatever, do it. But it's just music. And you don't age out of music. Exactly. You die. You know what I mean? People die. And that's be the end of their shit. That's it.
Right. So I know that you're getting into podcasting now.
Yeah.
Tell me how you like it so far.
I love it. It's very refreshing. Shout out to my D's Ninjas podcast. That'll be debuting on the 29th as well on Spotify and YouTube as well. It's a different world, and I really enjoy it because I really feel like you can be completely free, and if it's successful, that means people are buying into you, and that's even different than the hip hop shit because nobody lives 100% of what they're rapping about or singing about, or none of that. Some of it just has to be fiction. But with the podcast, you're really selling your personality,
right?
And your takes on whatever was going on. So I really love it. And shout out to JJ Dynamite and Extendo. They really put together for rookies. They really put us in a situation that's look like we might win. So I'm enjoying it.
Well, don't forget to have me as a guest. I would love to come on and
oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, also, I want everybody to know, me and Vern, we be going in on GTA 5.
Yeah, we be robbing shit online all the time. Me and my boy took her on a robbing spree one night. It was wild.
But you know what? I would say that was like the most fun I've actually had, like playing online with you guys, because y'all had me laughing, waking up the whole house.
We get real loaded and real silly. My people, some of them, they out of state, and that's how we kind of fellowship and shit. We get on the game. I mean, it's old as fuck, but they add content. There's still a lot of people running around. So we get on there for a few hours and just, act like we at the same spot, and that's just how we kick it. But it was nice to have you. I see you on that other, I think you're on Call of Duty now, huh?
Oh yeah, Warzone all day.
I can't do it. Like, that's one of those things where if you're not good or don't even know your way around it at this point, it's pointless because everybody's so fucking advanced that you just gonna be target practice. So I set them out.
You're right though, because some of these kids be playing from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep, so they really are on expert mode.
It's wild. I mean, I look at some of the YouTube videos and reading the little comments, and I know because I've tried it, and it was pointless. There was no way to catch up.
Exactly. But you know what? At the end of the day, I would definitely say playing with you guys, like you guys definitely made like the experience like so much better. It was very, listen guys, if I was able to record that whole session, it was strategic, it was teamwork, we made that dream work. Like we robbed that casino. Right. You got to get that money. I think it was gold bars that night too. Yeah.
And they on there doing all kind of shit now. They selling cars for millions of dollars. I'm playing basketball now. Basketball that came out. That's when the world stopped for me. So
yeah, I've been seeing it. I was like, oh, we ain't ever gonna get him back.
It's over with for me unless you're in the park on 2K.
Well, I got 2K, so one of the days when I get in on it, I definitely want to get on and play.
Yes. That's not as fun. That shit is serious. Like, niggas be mad on that one. Like, yeah, that's intense.
Exactly. So, besides the podcast and the EP dropping, what else you got cooking?
I'm gonna push this album for a while, and I got a couple of projects that I'm working on, kind of in secret. I ain't giving too many details because I feel like I'm gonna have to have a follow-up if things go the way I need them to go. But I'm always creating, and I'm always trying to work with people and, mix on some shit, and, I'm trying to learn. I seen you shot a video not too long ago, and I'm doing that too. It's just, this shit is therapy, so I try to work my way most parts of it. I really enjoy the business parts of it, and
right.
Even the failures and the bad moves and shit, all that shit is very interesting, and it's like a puzzle. So I keep locked in. It's just like my main thing to do outside of my kid and work. Like after that, this is before everything else, and I'm gonna just keep riding it out. I'll figure out what's next, but I have no idea.
Well,
I have no idea.
I definitely want to say that, your little one, she does such an amazing job. I just admire so much how she helps you and just helps you get your projects done. She's helping you shoot the videos. Like she's helping with everything.
Well, I didn't used to shoe her like when she was little and start moving around, walking and shit. And when I'm trying to do something and she be moving around, I never like, come get her. And then I was like, okay, let me see, try to get it done with you. So it's really like the most natural shit to her. Like it's almost second nature. And when she come to me, she come with me with ideas. She helped design some of the merch. She hit me one day talking about she want to learn how to mix, and I don't even know where it came from, but I know it's serious. I know she's serious, And she even went out and shot an opening or an unveil video for one of my friends' wives and made her own little money. Like she really be doing her shit. So shout out to Chase.
Well, definitely, she has something on, like, a good head on her shoulders, and I definitely do pay attention. I pay attention to everything you do. And, you could let her know that I said I started the same way. I watched my dad in the studio. I was watching my dad put songs together for artists. And
Right.
I used to sit right next to him and watch him. And here I am today, producer, all this good stuff. And now I'm educating him on podcasting and things like that. So we learn from each other, whether my daughter's 3, but she teaches me stuff too. So
Exactly. And I envision that kind of relationship. Like I never pushed it on her, and that's why I think it's like, something she likes to do. As far as her artist side, now that's, she's borderline, like, and I'm not saying it because she's my kid, I got the receipts. She's borderline a genius, and shit that she don't take to instantly, she don't want to work at.
Right.
So, she didn't try to write a couple songs and tried a couple shits and it didn't work out. And I'm like, but look, it don't work like that. You got to work your way through it. And me being me, I'm hard on her. I'm not going to just sit here and bullshit all day. I don't want to hear that bullshit all day. So if you're going to be serious, that, and I don't think that's her only fucking bad side when it comes to this. But yeah, if you're not learning from your children and bringing them into your world, then like, why do you have them? It's really supposed to be some symbiotic relationship where you guys are sharing and growing together and teaching each other. You're just in charge because you're older and you've been here longer and you know the dangers of the world. Other than that, you guys are equal. You're people and you guys should share,
Yes, that we give them wisdom. They give us wisdom.
Right.
They keep us young.
Definitely. And you say your baby 3, so I know it's wild. 3 is a wild time.
Yeah, she comes right in here, sits on my lap, and pretends that she's doing a podcast. So it's like they always watching us. And, I know everybody keeps saying that we can't let, celebrities and all these people be influences to them and role models. We have to start being role models again,
Yeah.
And I really do think that she admires and respects what you do. And she wants to be just like her dad. I just think that's so sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I mean, at least somewhat, you have to try to, they got their idols and all, but you definitely got to be on their list, We had us fun. She's 14, so, we in that uncharted territory where she's going to start growing in a whole different direction. But, I feel confident that we'll stay close. So, because, I don't do it all rigid and shit. I'm not like all, I understand the world, how shit work, and understand it's better to try to be their ally than their enemy at this point because, look what we did, and we didn't have all this. This shit easy for them. It's almost unstoppable. You know what I mean?
It really is.
And so you just really, you got to connect with them. And you can't really push what you want them to go a certain way, but you got to really listen to your children and kind of work with them and meet them where they are because things are different. And it seems like these babies go through a lot more deep shit than we did. And so, I very much value the relationship that we talk. We're open. We make our mistakes and we deal with them accordingly. And, hopefully the shit just continues to be what it is,
And you know what? I believe it will. As long as, I believe music is just so powerful.
Right.
And it really, without music, me and my dad, like we're like this. We're literally.
Right.
He sends me text messages like most parents will say, hey, I got some new snacks or whatever, and my dad was like, I got some new plugins. Oh, you gonna love
Right,
him. I was like,
right.
oh.
Like, I can't wait. I can't. That's like the dopest shit I heard today.
Look,
But
it's amazing. It's definitely amazing to have that, just to have something in common with your parent. That's definitely dope.
like you said, music is probably, I mean, I would say it's right up there next to religion. That's probably one of the most powerful just forces in the whole world. You don't even have to know the language of a song and it can move you. And that in itself is just a statement and how diverse and how powerful and deep the shit is. So look at all these relationships on social media, and the discussions are purely based in music half the time.
You're
Because
right.
people connect, people sit up and wait on these releases and these discussions, and to come up with these interesting questions to ask each other and get shit buzzing around, and it's a dope thing. It's like getting out of class and going to the lunchroom where all the cool kids and y'all discussing whatever the fuck is hot at the moment. So there's definitely a connection.
I agree. I definitely do. And of course, music brought us together.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
just
Yes,
a
ma'am.
random day. I get a follow. I follow back, and I think I follow back one of the dopest people that I think I've ever met.
Right back at you. I always, my followers are not random. I look and I see what people are doing, because I don't want to say hobbyist, but I'm not a hobbyist. I really want to kind of network and see and learn and deal with people that's really, invested in what they're doing. And I'm not talking about, just the end game as far as money. It's like, if you're passionate about it, then I can rock with you because I'm passionate about it. At the end of the day, I've done it for free. I'd do it for free again if I had to, because it's just, I'm nibbling up this shit. I ain't eating, not yet anyway, right? But I just feel like to really sit back and people really go through your stuff and listen, and it does stuff for them, and they really react to what you created, that's a gift, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. People don't have to do it, and just for people to take time to press play on your shit, I mean, that's what keeps me going. I'm honored every time somebody have anything to say. So, yeah.
Yes, and I definitely see, the humbleness, especially when people do reach out. I see that you really care about your following, and building an organic fan base, because I know a lot of people don't care about that. But I think it's very noble, and you've definitely been grinding for a very, very long time. And you have any final thoughts?
Well, if I had a final thought, first and foremost, definitely, once again, thanks for having me, and thanks for everybody that's locked in and rocking with us tonight. Definitely appreciate you. Before the music, I would just say, whatever your politics or whatever your beliefs, don't be selfish with your outlook, and try to move safe for yourself, your family, and others first and foremost, if you can do that. And then secondly, if you hear it, then you already rock with us. But if you just happen to be here and don't know what this is about, you those that's listening, you guys have the power to really show what's important to you and push it to the forefront. As far as music, like your vote and all that shit, it's the same thing. If you have people that's doing this, don't gloss over it. Don't treat their shit like, it's less than the shit that you support. Get behind your people, be cheerleaders for your people, and support all things that you can. People trying to do something outside the box or something new, your support can make or break somebody. And with that said, Serene drops September 29th. I'm on Twitter, the Side Music Group. You get there, you hit the link tree, you find me everywhere else. Thank me for having me, and I definitely hope y'all enjoy the album, and continue to rock with me. I'm gonna continue to rock with y'all, and also after you listen to the album, go on there and stay where you are and hit the podcast and check us out right there, These Ninjas Podcast, and we at These Ninjas at Twitter. Once again, you find me there. I direct you everywhere else.
Yes, and everybody, in the descriptions, I'm going to definitely put all that information so you guys can follow Vrn and follow the podcast, follow the Spotify, so that you guys can pre-save and definitely support Vrn on his journey, because this is, I'm telling you, it's a dope EP, and it's definitely something that the culture needs right now.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Vrn. So make sure you guys, again, like I said, when the show ends, in the descriptions, I'm going to be promoting, and make sure y'all just hit that follow and just support Vrn on his journey, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much, Vrn.
Thank you, Minx. Talk to you in a minute.
All right. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my headphones seem low. Okay, guys. So that was Vrn once again. Shout out to him. Shout out to Vrn. Okay, so for a break, I'm gonna put on this video. This is Jay Will. Shout out to Auntie Kim. Auntie Kim. Auntie Kim. Auntie Kim. All right, so we're gonna get into this video. And I want you guys to leave honest feedback in the comments so we can get it up on the screen so that we can tag these artists and let them know that we played their video and what social media thought of it. If y'all feeling it, thumbs up. Y'all not, give constructive feedback. And this way the artists can get better. All right, again, this is New Music Friday. Here we go.
Hey, we're the kid, the ugly nigga with the deep eye, make your bitch pussy, man. You hear me? Running to that real R&B nigga, CNR, man. Catch your head around that shit out of my man. Damn, I got my did your video. Oh, it went right, man. Swamp. Yeah, man, we just swamped the fuck out right here, man. Oh, my man. Hey, man, right, man, swamping, man. K. Will swamping, man. Swamp. Triple AP Buck swamping, man. J. Cass swamping, man. Kiara in the cut over that swamp. Everybody swamped that right now, man. Shit.
KL40T.
I'm back on my bag like school paper. Two gloss on my hip like I'm Tomb Raider. I'm moving the different, cause nigga be tripping. I was always taught to confuse hater. The young goon wild and ready to slide like they tryna make it the home plate. They making my bread up and they strawberry. Yeah, them boy got the shortcake. I fuck on the bitch, now he upset. I left the little boy with a heartache. I'm sipping on medicine, popping Lortabs. He keep slowing my heart rate. Yeah, I'm swamping on my noodles. They thinking a nigga gon' hyphen. The whole squad for the bitch. And he got the nerve collar wifey. Pounds of the gas in the backpack. Then I double down like it's blackjack. If it ain't about money to scratch that, I can't eat a bell if you don't wax that. Exterminating all these rat niggas. We hit they block like a running back. Bought $1, graduated with honors, but he still some redundant pack. Get in a bit, ear like Bluetooth. They little niggas ramen gon' cool. They chop and make a nigga dance. Make a million rock and make him shoot. I'm from Alabama, that's the south side. Swamping out, that's what we do. Keep a 10-pack of them no faces. You know me, I might just eat too. yeah, man. You know, I'm still swamping right now, man. My little partner D.N. over there, he's swamping, man. Hey, man. My mind is swamping fucked up right now, man. Everybody swamping, man. R.P. Coke, R.P. Angel, man. Pop 1. Yeah. Pop 2 for the fam. You know what it is, man. Triple AP, man. All about the price. You know what I'm saying? Pop, man. Swamp. Pop a pill like the Advil. Got me swamping like I'm straight out the bayou. Keep a pistol case I hate it won't try you. I up it and bless a nigga like I hot you. Free Jerry Beard, free my dog Diney. Right at the 4-way, that what we were grind. A nigga won't be like a nigga in the church shoes on a hiker flow, bitch, we will slide. Pop me a pill like a Tic Tac. I'm rocking designer, it's mismatch. Fuck on a nigga, bitch, ASAP. And I might never give his bitch back. We booted up on the Miley water. We sellin' fish, but it don't come with tartar. You would think I work with Vrn, the baby, the way I'm at the head like a barber. Triple AP a championship team. We look like Sonic, we running through ring. Them boys over there, they won't do a thing. We keep them big shells, no taco supreme. I drop me a bean and a cup of my lean. Keep the blue faces sticking out my jeans. And you know that cat rule everything around me, little nigga. I keep the dream. And the 4-way with a 4-way, trying to make a cash deal. I don't want the whole new keep the whole high cause she bad milk. In the kitchen whipping up the coat, shit starting to smell like bad milk. I'm a nigga swamping out the noodle, better chill before you get your ass kicked. Yeah. We swamping. I say we swamping fucked up. Swamp. We swamping fucked up. Swamp, man. Swamp. Now swamp that. Yeah, now swamp that. We swamp that. Tell that up, yeah, we swamp that. Swamp.
DT, huh?
Yo, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. I thought that song was really hard. Like I liked it. I definitely was feeling it. I give it a yeah. I love it. So I think one of my favorite parts about that video was when all the challenges, he made a dance out of, his song and all these people were submitting. And, I definitely was really feeling that. How you doing, Keith? How are you, Keith? Thank you, Keith. So we had some good music sent over. I was very impressed with a lot of the stuff that was sent over. And tonight I'm actually going to be premiering a video that I shot for my cousin D Sipe in a little bit. All right, so I only got maybe two things to cover. The top of the hour, we played Lost and Found. That is one of our Patreon members. That song was called Power. We just got another Patreon member who is PKSP Beats. Shout out to PKSP Beats. Y'all make sure y'all reach out in case y'all need some really, really good productions. Okay, he don't just make beats; he makes songs. So definitely dope. And then we have another Patreon member that signed up, which was MQZ Official. We're reaching our Patreon goals, everybody. We are now, I think, at Patreon number 20. Is it 23 now? 23 members. And you guys saw in the beginning of the show. I gotta update this though. But these are our Patreon members that we have. Hold on, where is it? Oh, here we go. These are our Patreon members that we have. All these people are very supportive of the platform. Without them, there would be no Minx Radio. Shout out to everybody on this list. Those who have come, those who have gone. I understand that there's a lot of situations going on with quarantine and, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? When you guys cannot just sharing is support. Just playing the podcast is support. Just playing the artists that we play is support. I ain't crazy about no money like that, but become a Patreon member, Okay. So I got, maybe two articles for you. I'm gonna get into the Black Clouds video. And then, we're going to address the new post that I had put up on minxradio.com. Okay. So first of all, it's been a crazy week. There's hardly, believe it or not, any music business news. I've been kind of confused. Does anybody not really want to work with us down here? They hate us that much? So we're going to get into this article real quick. There was a couple of things that I saw. I had to include it into this stream. So let's get this together. Those of you who have, hold on, I changed my background. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, cool. So those of you that have the Tumblr, you can go to www.theminxshow.tumblr.com. I know that's a mouthful, but every single conversation that we have on this podcast, every article that we talk about, because sources are very important. All my sources are on my blog. Okay. Anytime I find an article, I put it on the blog. It gets automatically tweeted out. Some people check the tweets, some people don't, but that's cool because we're going to talk about it on the show. And of course, anybody that comes across any articles that you think that would be beneficial to the platform, you guys can always shoot me over an email to submissions@minxradio.com. Okay. So we're going to get into this article that I saw for producers. T-Pain is inviting unsigned producers to join his team, but he wants someone who wants to make beats and not be an artist. We were just talking about that, right? Anywho, so here we go. So hold on, let me zoom in on this so you guys can see it. I've been working with this new platform shit. It's a little crazy. So it says T-Pain invites unsigned producers, to join his team. Damn. It's Excuse me. So it says T-Pain invites unsigned producers to join his team, someone who wants to make beats and not be an artist. So the article states, this was posted on September the 19th, 2020 on meow.com. So it says an up-and-coming producer who gets accepted into the new career opportunity will be working for the T-Pain founded label, Nappy Boy Entertainment, producing tunes for the rapper and his artists. So it says if you're a producer who isn't that enthralled by the idea of becoming a superstar artist on stage, but instead just loves to make music and you haven't had the opportunity to step into the big game of production commercially, there's some good news for you. Make sure you guys tag a producer. It says singer-songwriter producer T-Pain is making a special offer for up-and-coming producers from Atlanta. Taking to his social media today, which was September the 20th, the Can't Believe It singer noted, if you're an unsigned producer in Atlanta, that's dope. But if you can also carry the added bonus of not wanting to be an artist, please post a video of you producing using the hashtag. This is a very long hashtag. It says, hashtag, bro, I promise I just want to make beats for Nappy Boy Entertainment and I'm not even trying to be an artist. And also adding, if you're looking for work. So it says, although there's a humorous element to the hashtag, the producer did clarify that the offer was indeed real in his caption on Instagram. He says, I know this shit is slightly funny, but I'm dead ass serious. I need some dope producers for the new office. Come get this work, actual work, like a job at Nappy Boy Entertainment. As you guys can see, this is an actual tweet that he put out September the 19th at 11:51 p.m. Hashtag, bro, I promise I just want to make beats for Nappy Boy Entertainment. I'm not even trying to be an artist. That's a mouthful. So it says, some people have asked him, what, you're not allowed to be both anymore? T-Pain explained that the producer job is purely about making music for him and his roster of artists. Absolutely. On someone's label that's looking for that. I need production for myself and my artists. I'm not trying to add another artist to the roster, he said in response to the fan. Damn, Frylock. As stated by the rapper, the new career opportunities for the record label imprint Nappy Boy Entertainment. The label was established in 2005 and is distributed by RCA Records, which is formerly by Jive Label Group. And as always, you guys can check out this article on the Minx Show, Tumblr.com. I don't have no problems with that. Some people was offended by that. I mean, there are producers that make their own, there are artists that make their own beats like myself. And for some reason, we are always looked at as a threat for some reason. I don't know. But if you are a producer and you're interested in that particular opportunity, you definitely should go grab that up. That could be something pretty dope. Just make sure all your affairs are in order, of course. And then I have this other article. Just waiting for it to load. Okay, and this was with the AmericanSongwriter.com. Let me add this. Okay. All right, so here we go. It says Teddy Riley endorsed 3D audio app, wants to be the Instagram of music. So it says when Teddy Riley went head-to-head with Babyface in the Versus Instagram battle earlier this year, a large part of his catalog showcased the multiple hits he's produced in his decades-long career. Now he's giving others a chance to play around with the music he's made as part of a 3D audio app that he's recently launched. He says, I'm a technology freak and I love everything about technology. I see this app opening up a new can of futuristic worms. The app called Audible Reality is available on iOS and Android. It certainly does have the potential for a new futuristic earworms. Created in an effort to bring high-definition audio to the more accessible format, it's designed to enable fans to experience their favorite songs through different audio filters or presets, or vibes, as they're called on the app. Audible Reality wants to be the Instagram of music by offering listeners a chance to apply different vibes on songs to reshape the sound. Designer speakers are not required. Riley created his own Vibes app, coinciding with the premiere of his latest single, Dance for Glory. The uplifting track features guest appearances from V. Bozeman, Donnell, S. Soul, and Nezi Mamondo. I said that wrong, but don't judge me. It's the next level of technology, Riley says. I fell in love with it when I first tried it and thought it would be something amazing for people to hear from me, my vibes, my presets, and my take on audible reality. You guys can check out this article on americansongwriter.com, or you can head over to the minxshow.tumblr.com. Well, do we need another fucking app at this time? Like, do we really need this? How you doing, the live effect? I'm glad you remember me. A lot of people don't. Do we need any more apps? Do we need any more apps like this? I mean, we are already dealing with the issues with Instagram, the issues with Twitter, with people losing followers in the thousands. TikTok, all of these apps, honestly, I don't really think that we, if I want to play around with fucking presets, I can do that on my phone. Like, I just, how is that going to work as an app? Most likely I would probably try, to take a look at it to see how, what I think about it. I'll test it out, but I don't really think this is something that's going to blow like Instagram. Artists don't really want an app that fucks around with presets like that. We want apps that are going to help us with exposure. We want apps that is going to help us gain a fan base. That is not really, in my opinion, going to help grab a fan base like that. Again, producers, artists, promoting to other producers and artists. It gets tiring after a while, but it is what it is. Now, what do I want to talk about first? Okay, so I'm gonna get into the Minx Radio post that I had posted the other day, and this also ties into MQZ Official being a Patreon member, and definitely shout out to him. All right, so Minx Radio this week recently just posted up an article, and this article is about what everybody's talking about this week. It seems like this is like a big situation going on. This is with, this article is called "Are Hip Hop Legends Scamming Underground Artists During a Pandemic?" Now, I want you guys to read the article yourself. You guys saw me go live about it earlier because I wanted to break down these playlists and explain to you what to be looking for. 9 times out of 10, these playlists are bullshit, but they're doing damage control as we speak. And MQZ Official has been warning people for months, just like I have and several others. Do not give these people your money. Don't give them your money. Don't give them your money. Because you can easily take $500 and build a dope ass marketing campaign and be able to advertise your music to your core audience. The question now is it a scam? What is a scam at that point? What is a scam? You got people saying that it's not a scam because they delivered. Hey, they said pay $500 to put them on a mixtape. However, they didn't say they were going to get streams off of it, though. And that's exactly what I think is called, shady business. It's fucked up business to do business that way. Because if you're telling artists, like we're going to look at it as an influencer, okay? If I'm going to pay a PR company, which I have before, if I'm going to pay a PR company $750, because that's how much money I spent at one point, I'm expecting publicity, okay? I'm expecting exposure. And this is what these artists thought they were buying. Placing people on a playlist, it's not enough. $500? $500. Let's break this down. If I pay $500, advertising, and you're famous, you're famous, you got a blue check, you got a large following, and I'm paying you $500 to use your social media for exposure, I should be picking up at least, if you got 250,000 followers and they are organic, I should be picking up at least 10,000 a week, maybe 5,000 a week. Let's just be realistic. So this is what this situation is. And, again, like I said, MQZ Official, we have been warning artists left and right, stop spending your money on bullshit. Do it the right way. You're not going to get it with an influencer. You're not going to get it with these people with these accounts, because Instagram is not moving the way it was. I literally have one account that's 1,500 followers organic, and I'm probably pulling like maybe 10 likes. My engagement is not the same as it used to be. And I know a lot of people notice the changes. A lot of social media marketers have been complaining about the changes. You know, everybody was scared because they thought that TikTok was going away, and it's not. But now we're in a situation where if you cannot figure out how to advertise and promote properly, then there's a problem. Okay. All right. So that's that. Make sure you guys check the video from earlier today when we were talking. I was breaking down the playlist. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the Block 365 playlist, but just playlists in general of people that are, hold on. Hey, how you doing? It's my little one, guys. So I'm going to get it basically like I was saying. Hey, what's wrong? She's upset. So, quick, what do I want to say? Yes. So this video that I'm going to be playing for you guys, I shot this video. I shot and edited this video for my client, who is also my cousin. I know some of you guys have saw some of the music videos that I shot in the beginning of last year. I was still learning, and I am still learning. We're always still learning. But I was very honored that he asked me to do it, and we worked really hard on this. Definitely spent a lot of money on upgrades and you know, for the camera and everything like that. So I'm gonna play this. It's called Black Clouds, shot by me. Shout out to D-Sype. And here we go.
Pretty Ugly Entertainment.
No justice, no peace. 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 No justice, no peace.
America keeping niggas under pressure, like Nas keep the tech sitting on the dresser. Struggles of my life against the oppressor. Me on my neck, but I'm no wrestler. Every day I wake up to something new. Nothing to do, so I turn on the news. Watching all my people getting abused. Looting while I'm out there gripping the tools. Fucking up your own hood, the shit that we use. I don't understand, that shit got me confused. White man laughing, swinging the noose. Hanging niggas up, they ain't letting us loose. My team fighting back, they calling the troops. King and queen back to back, they calling the truce. No justice, it's no peace. Can't get no love on these streets. No justice, no peace. They don't wanna let a nigga breathe. They don't wanna let a nigga breathe. They don't wanna let a nigga breathe. It's no justice, it's no peace. They don't wanna let a nigga breathe. They don't wanna let a nigga breathe. They don't wanna let a nigga breathe. New York shit, let's talk shit. Cali, all the way to Miami. Texas, ATL. Yeah. Niggas know how I give it up. Move like a 6'4" to a Bentley truck. Had to switch it up, now I'm getting bigger bucks. Play it cool, just know I keep the semi-tuck. Big cars, big guns, big money. Niggas round here looking like dummies. Stop capping and thinking this shit funny. Competition is dead, these niggas mummies. Yeah, they don't want no smoke. I'm a real OG, I don't want no dope. D-Sype, born king, people know my flow. Big blunts in the air with some Henny and Coke. Yeah, me with the squad, young guards know we got it. Take a shot to the stars with a rocket. Your favorite rappers is lame and out of pocket. So sad it's a shame, need to stop it. All the way up, we no longer looking down. So far gone, we can't even see the ground. We blowing loud, black clouds. We blowing loud, black clouds. All the way up, we no longer looking down. So far gone, we can't even see the ground. We blowing loud, black clouds. We blowing loud, black clouds. Don't be mad cause I changed. They just mad cause I changed. Now they see me and they looking all strange. Don't be mad cause I changed. They just mad cause I changed.
Yes. That was my cousin D Sight. Shout out to him. I know he's tuned in. So yeah, we shot that video. It was around the 4th of July during quarantine. And I was super hyped. I was super excited, you know, because I had did some modifications and changes to my camera. And of course, the different, you know, additional things that I had to buy as far as lighting and different lenses. And, you know, I was very, very excited to shoot it and edit it. You know, I used Adobe Premiere for the first time. I liked it. I was excited to do it. And, you know, thank you, Keith. It's not really like a lot that you will see a woman shooting videos. But I would say for my third video, because that's my third video that I actually shot and edited myself, I will definitely say that I was very pleased with because I'm very anal about how I, you know, present things. I would definitely say I was hyped. I was hyped for it. I was hyped about it. And I just appreciated the fact that he trusted me enough with the project. So that's going to be after the podcast. You guys can head over to my channel and you guys can watch it yourself. So we upload it on his channel, and definitely appreciate working with him. So thank you. Thank you, D Sight. So as always, just to wrap up the show, again, you know, shout out to Vrn. I do appreciate Vrn for even coming onto the platform. You know, make sure y'all check him out, follow him. J Will, dope video. You know, get me your videos, guys. I need videos. I need videos. I need music. I don't just like looking for shit. I don't like looking for people's music. I want you guys to send it to me and send me some heat. Send me some heat. We're redoing the playlist this week. I need for all different types of genres. I need rock. I need pop. I need hip hop. I need what you think is heat. I need R&B. I need female rappers. Where the hell are y'all at? Where are y'all at? All right, so this is the Minx Show Podcast. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend. And again, you know, I definitely want to take the time to say fuck Tory Lanez. Fuck you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bruh. You shot a woman. You shot a woman. Also, my heart goes out to the Breonna Taylor's families. All the families that are affected with police brutality. Breaks my heart. We did not have justice. So men, please protect us. We need your protection. Nobody cares about WAP. Nobody cares about WAP. We care about justice. Protect the women, protect the children, fellas. Okay? If you want to become a Patreon member, again, hit us up. Be part of the Merciless Cast. Get you some jewels for that ass. Merch is coming. I got some hoodies getting ready to drop. If y'all got merch, let me know. I would love to support you. Those of you that are small business owners, you know, once our network drops, because that's next, I'm going to need commercials. I'm going to need all this stuff. I got some stuff cooking. And again, I'll see you guys on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. You guys can follow me. I definitely follow back. And this is the Minx Show. Enjoy your evening.